All right. We are live.
What's up, everybody? Adult idiots. This is Andy, and that's Mr. Pete, and we're here to have a fucking episode for a change.
Hello.
We've been hard at work with doing episodes the last few weeks, and we've never posted them.
Well, just kind of, I call them dry runs. You know?
Yeah, I guess. And I think the last episode was actually good enough to put out there, but I think you're just a busy boy and you're not able to get to the editing part of that job.
I wasn't happy with it either.
The quality or the content?
Content. I don't know.
Did I say too many times or something? But good start. That'll get us canceled on YouTube immediately. So we'll just go ahead and give that a little.
We won't have to cut too much out.
Literally in pre-production, I said that, and in the first 10 sentences, I said the naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy. So how are things?
They're good, man. I just work nonstop. That's all I do. That's why episodes haven't been released.
Right, and I don't know that's that content is what people are coming here to listen to.
They're clamoring for it.
How is work?
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just talking about this too. Walking in the door, having not seen each other for a bit. Oh, hi, buddy. How are things? The fuck do you want me to answer that, dude? Like, we talk on Messenger literally every fucking day.
Yeah.
And, you know, just because we're seeing each other face to face, you don't have to do the how's it going, how you been, what you been up to. I don't have a fucking answer for that. You already know everything that I've been up to, and if I haven't told you, it's because it's a fucking secret. You know, like, I can't... I'm good, friend. I've been working. Same thing, different, same shit, different day. Like I can't be.
I don't have my phone on me right now, but if I could, because we were supposed to do this yesterday.
Yeah.
And I ended up going and getting a new phone, and took forever. And just the complete disgust with me for putting it off because you have some big surprise for me or something. I don't know. You're getting this surgery, gender reassignment. I don't know what the deal is. But I was hoping to get a little bit of that out of you, but apparently it's a secret.
Yeah, big secret. We got big news in the show today.
Okay, so lay it on me, fatty.
No, I'm not going to lay it on you, fatty. I got to tell you. Wait, hold on. Did you just call me fatty?
Wow.
Dude, here's the thing.
Wow.
Everybody at work, and you look fucking slim.
Shut up.
I was just throwing it right back at you.
Yeah.
But that's not. Everybody at work has been calling me fatty this week.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I ripped my pants a few weeks ago, and it was while I was doing manual labor, physical shit around the house. So it was not like, I sat down and I'm a fucking chunky fuck.
You gotta get those flex fit pants, man.
Fuck, dude. They were worn in around the ass crack of these jeans.
Can I say something before you go on?
Yeah.
About flex fit pants?
Yeah.
Gap Flex.
Uh-huh.
And all the jeans, they have like a stretchy jeans now for guys.
Yeah. Like those shitty flex fit hats, like after you've worn them for a bit, they...
well, here's the deal. It's about fucking time, dude. Ladies have been able to wear stretch pants for forever.
Yeah.
And we've had to put on these stiff-ass denim jeans for my entire life. And as a fat guy... You're a skinny guy. As a fat guy, it sucks.
Listen.
This is like, everything is just... Ugh. It's fantastic.
I get to
love it.
I am in the position where I get to wear scrub pants every day, which are pretty loose-fitting, elastic in the waist. That's amazing.
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm sure. But I couldn't get away with that.
Right.
It would be really weird.
Jeans in my day-to-day. This is probably the first time I've worn jeans on our show that I can even remember. They call me Adidas boy for a reason. Usually I'm wearing Adidas pants.
You wear scrubs.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. Actually, yesterday I was thinking about it.
Uh-huh.
Is there a useful need for them, or is it just to separate you from other people? Scrubs. Well, like a nurse. So, I couldn't see a nurse wearing just like a maxi dress or something like that.
Yeah,
right. Uh-huh. So is that why? So that's a person in healthcare?
Well, scrubs are designed to be the way that they are for a reason, as far as being in the room with patients with saliva and spit and blood and shit flying all over the place.
So it's just something you can get dirty. I get it.
Exactly right.
But is the look specifically because look at me, I'm in healthcare?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was just.
I mean, it could be functional. I just don't know.
I don't know that it's exactly functional. I know that there are a lot of scrub pants that are now designed in such a way where it's like, here, this is convenient to keep my phone, zipped up over here, and I can have a slot for my pen over here.
Sure. Could wear a pair of
shit like that, but
cargo pants or something.
No, I don't think there's any functionality that
Okay.
was a concern. I think it's just always been designed in such a way that they are the way that they are. I'm not fully sure why the office staff that works in the basement, i.e. this guy, has to wear scrubs. I think we would be better served either wearing dressier clothes or just having it be relaxed all the time and maybe have to wear an Apex Oral Surgery shirt. You know what I mean? Just something.
Yeah.
But
No,
we generally wear scrubs down there. We have Apex t-shirts that we wear with the scrub pants. And we have the delicious OC shoes that we got from your wife. At
OC.
Do you like that Borat reference?
Good.
That's still a thing?
It is. No,
Did I say OC? Is that what the fuck? Yeah, on clouds. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, am I going Orange County here for some reason? Am I mixing my shit up?
we don't call it that. The
Yeah.
OC.
What do you call it?
I don't know. You like my Arrested Development reference?
I wasn't listening.
No.
Not.
Well,
I was kind of reading, making sure I wasn't. I know there's big news. I don't want to.
yeah. Let's go. What do you got?
Well, I'm not going to give it to you yet because, again, 3 weeks or so it's been since I have had this news that I've been holding on to dearly and frustratingly since then because we couldn't do shows.
Yeah.
I think it was just last week might have been, the next closest opportunity for the episode since
Right.
I got this news.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like it's been forever. Just
Okay.
let's put
Yeah.
it that way.
It has been, and you claim to be my best friend. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna.
Why did it take you 3 weeks to tell me?
Because it had to be done on this show.
Okay.
This is something. It's so amazing.
What if I hate the news though, and you're going to break it right here?
If you hate this news, I think I don't.
Is it? Does it benefit me at all?
I don't want to hint you in on anything.
God
It's
damn
it's so fucking rad.
Okay.
And let me just build the anticipation just a wee bit longer. Okay. So you were talking about scrubs. Let me get back off of the scrubs thing.
No scrubs.
What? I don't want no scrubs. What got us to the scrubs conversation? I'm sorry. I know we just kind of ding ding.
Oh, I was talking about fat guy stretchy jeans.
Oh, fatty.
Yeah.
Calling me fatty. We had a work function at Apis restaurant here in Kenosha.
Which is
Delicious.
a small plate.
No, man. Dude.
The Apis?
Yeah.
It used to be just small plates. Like it was like a bunch of appetizers.
Bro.
Like tapas.
Bro.
They have
I'm
like full meals now?
Fucking A, dude.
Oh, I didn't have that when I went there.
I had the Tuscan shrimp linguine.
Ugh.
Delish. I loved it. But they also had lamb chops that you could order and fucking delicious fillets that
Okay.
were like fucking butter, dude.
Did work pay for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was our office Christmas party
Filet
in
me.
February.
It happens.
Which is neither here nor there for me.
My work didn't even have a Christmas party.
It's because they don't like you.
They don't.
But that's okay because, the big news you gave me months ago on this show
Different job.
that you would be changing to a very new, very exciting job. And here you are still in the same place
Yep.
where they don't like you.
Just drag Pete along.
So I put these gray pants on, these jeans that I had in my closet that I quite like, and it really went well with the outfit that I was wearing to that function. People at home can see I'm wearing these delicious green shoes. that was part of the outfit, and I am quite loving them. They're very comfortable. Gives me a break from the Adidas shoes in my leisure life. So
What kind of shoes are those?
I don't fucking know, but they're great. Stacy Adams, just a nice
Jesus.
little slip-on lime green shoe. Yeah, it's fucking.
I'm wearing
socks
some
and some Tom Birkenmeyer's
Haflinger slippers, house shoes.
We are at your house. If you would have wore those to my house for the episode, I would have been thinking
I
you're
was going to wear my Stacey Adams if I went to your house.
fucking weird. You have Stacey Adams now?
Yeah, but it's made by Devontae Adams' sister, Stacey. She just made me some shoes.
So I wore these shoes, or I wore those gray pants, and I went into Mackenzie's room to show her my outfit, seeing if she would compliment me, because it's not too often that Dad gets dressed up looking decent, right? I'm either in my scrubs or I'm probably in a pair of Adidas pants and a tee, and Dad makes no effort whatsoever.
Kid likes corn, that's for sure.
For sure, they call me Corn Boy. I showed her the outfit. She didn't give a flying fuck about it. 13, just staring me up and down. I was like,
13-year-old don't care about dad fashion.
Not give a shit. But I went to walk out of her room, and she goes, Dad, get back in here, turn the light on, close the door. So I could see her mirror. Turn around. And I turn around. She's like, look at your butt. And I look at my butt, and there is a gaping fucking hole. And I'm not even... You can't hide this. It was like my whole ass. The fact that I couldn't feel a cold breeze in those pants was beyond me, but I couldn't. Totally fucking forgot that I ripped the ass out of these things. So I had to, get another pair of pants on and the whole thing. And I told the girls at work that happened the day of. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they were calling me fatty and fatso and big ass and fucking idiot and fucker and loser.
I like that you've turned your office into your humor, though.
It's pretty good.
That's great.
It is pretty good.
Just an office full of middle-aged women.
A lot of belittling and aggressive, kind of
awesome.
Borderline mean shit, but we know that we love each other to death. And
There's not a lot of people that could do that to an office, though.
No, that's...
Because I think if I went in an office situation and I started using words and getting people to try to use that kind of humor, I would probably be fired in a week.
No question.
Takes a special kind of person.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
That's why I love you.
Special education kind of person almost is what it takes, because it took let's go back to before the two girls that I worked with me. Mm-hmm. There were two other completely different women that I would have never gotten away with these jokes with, and I wouldn't even have wanted to tell them because they were just fat and annoying. Fucking stupid bitches, dude. And one of them was older too, 60 something, retired. Mm-hmm. Her, not only was her work archaic in how she performed, but I don't think she would have been on board with half of the garbage jokes that I tell, mm-hmm. and the humor that I deliver.
Right.
These two girls, it took a little work, but Brandy was on board from the jump. She has heard me and my old friend Nick, who it used to be called the Nick and Andy Show when I lived with them. It was this bullshit on nonstop. It was just nonstop bullshit, talking shit, making people feel bad, but as a gag, as a bit. So her being used to, and she's seen Nick more frequently than she had seen me going into this office. She's like, if she can be friends with Nick and understand Nick's humor, then there's not going to be an issue here. Getting Sandy on board, who is a very sweet, very normal. She doesn't love all the dead baby jokes, but that's why I tell more. The more the better.
Poor Sandy. Hope she doesn't have any
I sent a video clip.
Child deaths in her past.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
I don't think there have been, and if there has, then these jokes are amazing that they go over so well. I said the other day, we have a group chat. I sent a video of this enormous fatso baby, 36 pounds out of the vagine.
Sure.
literally 36 out of the vagina. Fucking disgusting fat. Huge
36
baby.
what?
Pounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything about babies, like, but they come out
we'll
as.
just think on average.
How much does a baby weigh when
I
it's
don't know,
born?
7 to 9 pounds roughly.
I've
I think
never
is
had
a
kids
healthy
in it.
weight.
Okay.
I'm not a nurse, as you were saying earlier about the fat fuck from my doctor's office.
Yeah.
I'm not a nurse. I don't know shit about shit, but I would say somewhere between 7 and 10 pounds is a healthy weight. 6 and 9, 7, whatever. So 36 is not a baby. That's a fucking horse, dude. So
It's like a 3-year-old.
So right, exactly, roughly, I would
Ouch.
guess. Yeah, that's
Ouch.
about right. Yeah.
Poor lady.
That vagina is destroyed, ruined.
Elasticity's gone.
There's no chance. That's irretrievably broken. I feel bad for her husband going forward. What the fuck is he gonna do? Just stick me in there.
He's got a monster running around his house now. Now it doesn't matter.
That's fair. Let me go chase that fucking thing. Anyway, so I sent the video. It didn't matter what the video was, but I prefaced it by saying, now here's a baby that I actually couldn't get away with kicking down the stairs because I would break my foot. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't try. That was it. That was
great.
the joke.
That's good. That's good. You know,
That's not something you can get away with a lot of, people. But
Yeah, I don't- I
But now
couldn't-
it's just so. It might as well be hi, love you, and goodbye in that office. There's nothing wrong with it. It just, and I'm gonna push it and push it and push it until it's just so old that day that it's like, all right, that was. I don't know if what the over under is on times I reference kicking, throwing, or rolling a baby out of my sight, but it's got to be around 40 in a day.
oh hi.
All that being said, yeah, so they called me fatty a lot, and Brandy said it might have something to do with the fact that I eat McDonald's every fucking morning.
What do you eat at McDonald's every morning?
She's not wrong. I mixed it up. I usually go there for their shitty ass coffee.
Coffee's not bad.
But I've had a appetite like a fatso lately, and I've been getting breakfast sandwiches. The old steak bagel sandwich is a delicious go-to.
Yeah.
But man, dude, I gotta stop. It's crazy. I went to the doctor the other day, and the scale was 195. Now, I was wearing my heavy pea coat with the phone and the keys and all the shit in the pockets. They didn't even have me take my coat off. So when we sat down in the office, she's like, "What's your height?" 5'9", 5'9.5", because I'm a child. I have to, how old are you? 6'6.5". 6 3/4. Yeah, when I'm my height, 5'9.5".
Sure.
And I was like, well, and while we're discussing that, you can take 10 pounds off that weight that you entered this before the appointment, because that's not accurate. I went home and it was only off by about 5 pounds. So 190, kind of gross for me. I
don't think I've weighed 190 since high school.
136 was my weight from pretty much 9th grade until I was 22 years old. It was absurd. And I look back at shit and I'm like, dude, you look malnourished. You look unhealthy. And then drinking for all those years that I drank and didn't eat a lot. Like it would be, I'll eat breakfast and or lunch and then alcohol for dinner.
Sorry, I'm just daydreaming about how awesome it would be if I weighed 190 pounds. I fucking love it.
Did you hear that? I wonder if the mic picked that up.
What?
I didn't fart. That was literally my stomach growling. Because, listen, I just finished country fried steak, 3 eggs over easy, white toast, and hash browns at Gateway Cafe before I got here. Why is my stomach growling? It's because you're getting...
See, and here's the bullshit, dude. If you weigh 190 pounds, I've eaten dick today. Not literally dick, but I've eaten nothing today.
I was a little concerned.
Not even hungry.
I've been the only
But I'm fucking fatty
person
over here.
with a penis that has been here today. Whose dick were you eating? Because Papa's a little upset over here. Anyways, can you say that again? I
said it's
stuck in
horseshit because, like, you ate a fucking feast this morning.
I sure the fuck did.
I don't eat anything.
Egg was a little snotty. I don't like that.
Now I'm getting a little hungry because I was talking about it.
Have a sip of your Gatorade. Usually works.
It's almost done.
Swish it around.
So you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm tired of being fat, dude. I know, and I'm sure that's a conversation we could have till we're fucking blue in the face. And yeah, I think it would be boring for everybody else. So, I have a
Stop eating, fatty.
I have a fucking treadmill, a nice treadmill in my basement. It's been there since we moved into the condo. I haven't used it once for its purpose.
That shit's overrated, dude.
I fucked with it and just to see like, oh man, these settings are dope. This is fucking. It goes up and down and does the whole shit. It's like you can follow a full map and blah blah blah.
I refuse.
Walking's overrated. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
I refuse like any kind of like exercise equipment we've gotten. You know, nothing major like that, but we got like ellipticals and shit. Just it holds sweaters. That's all it does. Hang a sweater on the arm part and.
Yeah,
the cats will sit on it once in a while.
I feel you.
These cats have probably been on that elliptical we used to have more than we were, so. Speaking of which, Buka joined us, huh?
That beautiful
Here he
boy.
is. There he
Beautiful,
is.
beautiful, beautiful.
Good boy.
Beautiful
Hi.
boy.
Okay. So, what else you got, fatty?
Me?
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson is a sellout, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna have to feed me the notes because I don't have my phone on me. But, dude, have you seen? Like, he's on some, like, mobile game commercial. A bunch of them for some game.
Yeah. Crown of Heights or whatever.
I don't know. It's something, and like, yeah, let's preface this with how fucking cool was Samuel L. Jackson at one time.
Coolest motherfucker.
Fucking cool, man. Like,
the coolest motherfucker.
I mean, who else could,
The bad motherfucker.
Play those roles? There's nobody else,
You're talking to a Tarantino fucking king over here, and I can't. People ask me these
amazing. This character in Django Unchained, hilarious.
Incredible.
But like I was watching I was watching some dumb like parking wars or something like that, or booting cars and stuff. And then I kept seeing a commercial for it's Samuel L. Jackson, and he's leading a workout, like, not gymnastics, like jazzercise type thing.
Okay.
And like all these people are there, but he's like they're usually up in front telling you what to do. All right, now run. But he's like, all right, now slide and hit, and he's giving moves for the game. Why are you doing that? I don't like it.
Well, you shouldn't like it. It's Samuel L. fucking Jackson.
I don't know his finances. He's got to be worth quite a bit of money.
I guarantee it.
He doesn't need to do that. I mean, and my usual thing is easy money.
But he
was up there in front of them, like running in place, doing all this. Is it worth your time, brother? I don't like that. I just said brother. That was weird. I don't ever say stuff like that.
Usually we're going through post-production, doing the editing on the show for very naughty words, but I'm almost that cringiness of that brother is. Brother,
did I get transported to 1970s Harlem? Brother,
you might want to nix that one, buddy.
Wild turkey, jive turkey.
It's
the wild turkeys are.
Oh my god,
killing it today.
Yes, if you were to guess Samuel L. Jackson's net worth, what would you say?
33. No, more than that.
It's weird though. You said 33, and before I logged into my phone to check, I was like, he's got to be upwards of 30 billion. Was my 30,
billion?
No, 30 million. I think that was.
Damn.
I think that was.
I'm gonna say
congestion.
$67 million.
Samuel L. Jackson's net worth is $250 million. $250 million.
I'm sure that's very accurate too.
So while he's doing sites, Siege of Thrones or whatever the fuck, Crown of, I hate all that shit.
Verge of Valhalla.
Yeah. What These are cell phone games. Do people actually download and play these?
They do, and they realize the games they're showing are usually nothing like you're seeing.
That's funny. But also, there is a PS5 now.
Yeah.
There's Ben.
I have one right up there.
So, what are you doing? Verge of Valhalla.
I have games. And usually, the games I have are like card games. I
Yeah.
play a lot of card games, or like hello, like word games. But no, don't do that because you're gonna freaking stop us from recording.
Hell no. Get down.
All right, I play a lot of word games, but those are like only like laying in bed, like going to bed.
That I can understand. You play a fucking little solitaire,
Yeah.
something like that. Whatever. No big deal. Or even if you play some silly poker games or something, that I can understand. To play an
I play
RPG, sure,
Love it.
RPGs and shit on your phone, dude.
That's just been boring to me since forever.
Yeah. Final Fantasy or the original on Nintendo was like, all right, I'm on board. Then they came out with like Secret of Mana. It was like another spin-off of Final Fantasy. Nerds are gonna hate me for this fucking conversation because I don't know.
Who cares?
But they were those two games I played the shit out of. After that, no thanks. My nerd brother, fuck dude, he could probably tell you every.
Kevin played some Final Fantasy.
I guarantee he can name you every character, every bad guy, every boss, like from the beginning to the end.
Nerds are gonna hate you, but you know what? You wanna take the heat off you?
Sure.
Fuck Final Fantasy. Fuck Legend of Zelda. All those games, they suck assholes.
No question.
I don't know. I never played Final Fantasy. That stuff just never.
Well,
Never really.
The appeal, in accruing like HP and like not actually doing the battling, you just go use a broad strike with my shit blade, and and then it just goes, and that's the end of it, and then it's like, wow, you got 35 hit points, like what? Damage up, like fuck off, dude. Let me fucking go into the game, tap the B button a million times to fucking slash my sword across you.
Oh yeah, let me mash those buttons real fast.
Yeah, the B button. I'm still going all the way back to like SNES and Nintendo, but yeah, fucking your X button, whatever, and the combos of high, low, fucking.
Wait, they have an X button now?
Spin on the PlayStation
Kidding.
controller in my condo.
Yeah. I got a PlayStation 5.
So yeah, I still don't.
I suck at it.
Yeah, I've still not.
So I've come to a real realization that like I've bought in so many video games and video game systems, and I'm just so bad at video games, and I always have been. I've never beaten Super Mario Brothers 1.
What, dude?
Never once.
What are you talking about?
I'm horrible at video games.
That's
silly. I am very bad at them. Every single sports game I've ever gotten, because you know me, I love sports.
Yeah, it's the one that we usually,
But like I will play them a bunch of times. Mm-hmm. I'll throw 5 interceptions, and I'd be like, oh, you know what? Now my quarterback's rating is 100 for everything now, and then I'll change it. Oh, now players throwing accuracy is 100. You know what?
Yeah.
The defense, they can't even touch the ball. They fumble it every time.
You're the one that gets on NBA 2K, creates a player, and makes his stats lifelike, realistic at first. And
I always started off being like, all right, this is going to be fun. It's going to be like real life. Yeah.
And then you're like,
no,
dude, I would be draining more threes than this 100%. In real life.
Dude,
fuck this.
Pete, like he's a 3-point just dominant.
Steph plus.
Yeah. Oh God.
So yeah, and then your guy is like 100, 99, 100, 99, 98. Oh, yeah. Fucking yeah, he's fast.
Mm-hmm. Steals. He just looks at you and the ball will come out of your hand.
Never mind in real life that I would make 2 trips up and down the court at this age, and I would go, gah,
2.
Gah. Yeah, 2.
That's thank you.
I can get up and down twice, no question. But that's it.
Yeah, but I do that. I do that. Like I do that a lot for like MLB.
Yeah,
and then I start winning games 32-0, and then it's just boring. Then, so then I just lose interest in playing the games completely.
Yeah.
Then if I play against somebody that actually knows how to play, it's like I don't want to do that.
That's what I was gonna go to next. Is like you do this against the computer and you raise your stats to some unreasonable thing, and then you do a head-to-head with a person-to-person game sitting on the same couch, and you go, "Fuck, I don't know how to play this game at all."
No.
What the fuck is this? Why did I only? Why are you winning 98-50?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. It's I get it, but that's not.
It's fun. Like the first game you play, you're like, oh shit, I hit 5 home runs.
Madden's different. Madden, I'm a killer in Madden, but NBA 2K, I do the same type of shit.
I guess what I'm going for here is it's gotten way too hard for me, man. Like, you know, you mentioned the B button. Like, I was a directional pad in A/B. That was good. And I remember I was at the Boys and Girls Club in Madison, and they got an Xbox in there.
Yeah.
And they always wanted me to play Halo. Never played it.
First person shooter. Yeah, I can see you all over that.
Well, I mean, like I liked GoldenEye and stuff like that, and Wolfenstein and Doom. So naturally, this is probably like that. And
Sure.
No, you had to use 2 fingers to like control the guy. It wasn't just like move and shoot. Like you had to like you viewed with one. Dude, I was that person that was like in a corner, like couldn't figure out where to go. You know, it's not for me. It's not for me.
Yeah.
That said,
you downloaded Virgin of Valhalla or whatever, and no, go ahead.
Are you? I mean, yeah, I'm not a wrestling fan. I don't know anything about wrestling.
No,
but I downloaded WWE 2K24.
Wrestling games are always fun, dude.
It's so fun because like I can be the Ultimate Warrior if I want to. So I liked it back then
for sure.
We
loved wrestling, like the old WWF days.
But it's funny because like now they have like like community created things. So I can download the Repo Man and wrestle with him.
Fuck yeah,
it's
dude.
Fucking great, dude.
It's amazing.
I love it.
So,
Erwin R. Shyster, yup.
If you haven't seen the glitches for WWF or WWE games,
I have.
Those are fantastic.
This one's actually like really. I haven't seen a lot of shit go wrong.
Yeah.
But the old ones, I remember. I think it was like 2K20 or something like came out, and it was like it was just that's all you've seen. Yeah, just like the ring ropes would be wrapped around people.
It's so funny, dude. Fucking guys get stuck in midair and just sitting there like a fucking helicopter. What are you doing, Undertaker? What the fuck is this?
One thing I really, really hate about that game is like, well, you know, I hate a lot of broadcasters anyways. And like the broadcasters, I don't know who they are because I don't watch wrestling.
Right.
And I don't know if like, you know, I'm not anti-woke guy at all. Yeah. But like every single wrestler, they'll refer to them as them and they.
Yeah.
It's like you guys couldn't have recorded like he, because I'm pretty sure Bam Bam Bigelow wasn't calling himself they them. You know,
he was not.
He was a he. He was a he.
Big fucking fire covered onesie.
I get if it was like a created wrestler that you didn't specify.
Sure, but
you can say that Axe and Smash they're he's.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't realize they do that, and that's. I don't want to say it's. I don't want to say it's silly because that's being hurtful to my them and theys.
But I'm pretty sure all those wrestlers have let out what gender they are. So I
just think it's lazy, and that's kind of where I'm going 100%. At with it.
I don't think there's anything like I don't think it was intentional. It definitely seems lazy.
Yeah, like you can do the he, him, she, her. Them, they, and
no problem with that. If you want to refer to as them,
create your character. You can make your character be a them, they, he, she, whatever the fuck. I
don't know. I know if I'm the Undertaker and I choke slam Tugboat through the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that slammed them through the cell.
He slams them! He slams them through the... What is that sound coming out of me?
I don't know. That's going to be really fun to have to edit later.
I loved that I did it, and I had to stick with it, because I was like, how am I making that noise even? That's never come out of me before.
That sounded like 90s like sound machine thing.
Right. I can't wait to hear it over again. Maybe we can make a remix song or something and use it later. So have you played WWE on your new phone?
No,
You got a new phone.
I did.
You went to Verizon yesterday.
I did.
Tell me about it.
Actually, it's weird because like I'm usually the one that like just I get a lot of FOMO like when phones come out.
Yeah.
Like I want the new one,
I get it.
and I've had the same one for 3 years, and
Uh-huh.
I had an iPhone Pro Max 13,
Yeah.
and I was fine with it. It was nothing wrong with it. You know, the only thing that changed throughout the 3 years that I had that phone was like the battery started getting like less and less, but it was still a phone that you would have to charge during the day.
Sure.
But Veronica was like, well, we can go get our new phones today because we had like one payment left, and I'm like, well, maybe they'll just get this new phone.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, let's go do that. You know, we were going to record yesterday, but, you know, I figured take us an hour at Verizon. I'll come back and then we'll do our recordings. Now, I will say Veronica and I have been together for 14 years. Mm-hmm. We've always gone to Best Buy. Best Buy has a mobile department, and like, it's really easy to go there to get your phone.
So funny. I'm going to talk about that. Actually, I talked about it yesterday in the parking lot of Best Buy.
I'm a big fan of the Best Buy mobile department. They've always taken good care of us and like no bullshit. But we're like, sorry, Best Buy, but I don't know how much longer you're going to be around, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if Best Buy has a future anymore because, you know, everything else is going away. And I'm like, well, we have our insurance plans through Geek Squad, this and that. I'm like, is that even going to be a thing? And
You're right.
so I'm like, let's go to Verizon and see what they can do for us. And plus, I think they have more control over things, I'm sure, not just an associate.
Yeah.
Anyways, long story. But we went to Verizon, and there's freaking nobody in there. I mean, there's no customers. There's like 5 employees in there, and it's a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Nobody in there. I think one person came in while we were there, but we got assigned to Steven, who, if I had to guess, Steven's 22 years old.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with being 22.
No.
Steven's awkward as shit.
Good.
I don't think Steven's been there for a month. I don't know. He was very nervous guy.
Yeah.
Very kind of shaky and like, so when I see that, my go-to is to make jokes.
Right. You want
to put them at ease. Like,
exactly.
You know,
That's
we're not just some assholes coming in here. You know, we're cool. Like, you know, settle
just
down.
lay
We're
back.
fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have a normal ass conversation. You're gonna help me get a phone. I'm gonna help you feel chill. Let's go.
I was talking to V about it, and I think we both come to the agreement that that generation, they don't get sarcasm as much as we do.
Is that true?
I don't know, like the things I was saying, obviously sarcastically,
Yeah.
and he's just kind of like sitting there. No, just I don't know if I couldn't tell if he was taking me seriously when I was like, you know, I was putting Veronica down, like, you know, I was like, you know, essentially calling her stupid, but I was joking about it, you know, and
Call it a dog brain.
Yeah.
These dog brains with their devices. They
you know,
I'd leave it to the men to handle this.
I'd mansplain things to her on purpose,
Perfect.
you know,
Of course,
because like,
that's our
you know,
thing.
and he's not even cracking a smile. He's like in his zone doing his thing.
Yeah.
The thing he couldn't handle silence because a lot of the things that he had to do was like on his little tablet, and it was taking forever. And I swear to you, at least 45 times he went do 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 do. I was waiting for the time, and I'm like, that killed me. Every time there was silence, he'd go do do do.
I can't with that, dude.
And anytime something progressed, beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay.
It was driving me crazy.
Listen, I work in an industry where I deal with hold times and insurance representatives thinking while they're working. But one of the first things you learn in customer service is to not be going, It's fucking obnoxious. You don't do it. You don't do it. It's. I can understand a general slip here and there when you're actually in deep thought. And you're like,
No, it's constant.
fuck. Like, but yeah, I'll get a representative here and there. Like, good morning, Mr. Andy.
Oh boy,
This is Table. Wait, your name's Table? My name is Table. 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 Okay, Table. This is Andy at blah blah blah. Okay.
Let it be known that I don't do accents.
Mr. Andy,
Andy does
at first, let me get your callback number. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then upon checking here, hey, fucking don't.
Jesus Christ.
Stop it. If I get I get probably one every few days. But that's too many. You're supposed to know to not do that. I don't need to hear you thinking. That's fucking wild.
No, it was driving me crazy. Just because it was constant. Like anytime it would go silent in my head, I was like, "Here it comes!" And sure enough,
Yeah, that's terrible, dude.
And but it really made me laugh though, because at one point, like, something didn't go right. He slammed his tablet. He goes, "God damn it!"
Oh.
So where did that come from, dude?
There he is.
I mean,
there's the real guy.
Maybe the jokes I've been saying loosen him up enough that he feels that it was cool to throw out a "God damn it" to me, which I don't care.
That sounds like a very ADD Kevin kind of.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very good at electronics, but I'm not very good at human interactions.
But so he was talking about something. Because my phone was taking forever to transfer over, and he's like, "Well, you can just take it with you, and they'll do it through Bluetooth, and then you can bring it back, and then do the trade in."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, no, I'll set it on my counter, and I won't do it, and then it'll become too late." He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I will call you to let you know." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." He's like, and then he mimicked how he would have said it, and he put on, like, it was like a woman's voice. Like he did, like, "Hi, this is Steven," and and I was like, I like your phone voice. And he goes, "Yeah, I used to work accounts receivable, so I know how to do that." And
Yeah, but why do that?
I don't know. At first I thought he was doing it as a joke, but then he said, no, he worked in accounts receivable, so he knows how to call people like that. And
wow, that's weird. Very.
Yeah, he was an odd cat, man.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know that you're gonna get that interaction all too often. I don't know that you can blame this generation. Oh, this generation doesn't understand sarcasm.
Genuinely, the most awkward time I've had in my life.
That sucks. And even
I got a little hot with him because, well, at first you go in there. He's like, "Man, I got great news." Actually, his boss came over. He's like, "Look at all those oranges on there. I guess the oranges mean that you could save us money there."
Sure.
So he's like, "Your bill's going to go down significantly." Steven
Fuck yeah,
tells me,
dude.
"Oh, it's going to go down so much." He's like, "Blah blah blah," and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, with the plan I had, I was getting free Apple Music. I was getting free this, free that. And he's like, "So we're gonna get you on this thing." I was like, "Well, do I still get free Apple Arcade? Because that's where I get my Vengeance of Valhalla games and all that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, he's like, you had a trial for that." And I'm like, no, I had it for free for years. He's like, "Oh, I see. Because we're gonna put you on the Plus plan. It's cheaper." And he's like, "But it doesn't include that." And I was like, so it's
not free.
I'm not paying for something that I wasn't paying for already.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, "Well, you can add it for $10. And I was like, "Well, that's not saving me
It's not
money
free
then."
anymore.
But then he's, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. I don't listen to Apple Music. I have Spotify, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll deal with not having my RPGs and all that.
Yeah. Shit.
But then he's like, "All right, it's going to be, blah, blah, blah. Here's what your bill's going to be." And we're actually paying a little bit more, but we're getting more. So it's like, cool. And then he's like, "All right, so it's a $35 setup fee and then a $35 activation fee."
Mm-hmm. That's the. I know this is exactly right because I was on Verizon's website buying a new phone yesterday also.
And like, I'm like, "All right, cool." And then so I'm like, "Well, wait, it's $70 for each phone to activate and do that. He's like, yeah, he's like, that's what that is. I'm like, I can set up my own phone. You don't have to set up anything for me. Like, I knew I was going to have to pay it. I just was trying to get under this kid's skin because I'm like, explain to me why that's a thing. Why don't you just say it's $70 to activate this phone instead of telling me it's $35? But I don't know. I kind of got lippy with him, and he was very, very put off by me.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
No, don't take they don't take criticism.
They didn't take whatever Steve is.
Yeah, them.
I don't think that's the whole generation, dude. I think a lot of them would very much understand what sarcasm is. I think you just got a fucking weirdo at Verizon. I think that's what that was.
I don't mean like every single one, but there's a huge pool of that don't know how to talk to people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's fair, but that's been assessed due to.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm breaking any new ground there. But I'm just saying it's really weird in the field he chose to go in, that like he has to talk to people, and like you could tell he's not good at it.
Right. It's because a lot of his childhood is much of that generation.
So he's
up on text and Messenger and messaging and fucking Pac-Man video games and Dan Fogelberg and
he's an Android guy. So like I was telling him I don't think he took it as sarcastic as I meant it. I was like, listen, when you start paying my phone bill, then you could tell me what kind of phone I have. Whatever.
Sure.
I hate when people like argue about Android or Apple. It's like, you don't pay my bill, so shut up.
And also, that was purely silliness. Like, come on, man. I get it. I think you got.
But he didn't take it as like me being kind of goofy. Like, hey, when you start paying my bill, you can tell me what phone I have.
Sure.
He was like, oh, okay.
Come on, man.
Settle down, dude.
Right. Did you get to do a survey afterwards on your experience?
No, I didn't do any surveys.
Man, I'd love to add in that comment section where you get to.
Steven gave me his number though. If we have any questions, we can call him.
Yes, his cell phone.
I think so.
Yeah, I got the regional manager at Verizon when we set up our family plan, and we got his cell phone number. And after my first 3 bills with Verizon were almost $600 a month, believe me, he got several fucking personal phone calls on his cell phone. Fucking clowns. They're just absolute dog shit how they operate. But
so every time we talk about something about the iPhone, and I go, well, can an Android do that? And he go, no, they can't do that. And I'd go, interesting. What's the more superior product? And he'd go,
well,
I'm not really fighting with you about this, man. I don't give a fuck what kind of phone you have.
You're the one that announced that you were an Android guy. So
he started goofing around a little bit later, but he was very like. Took him a long time to realize that like I'm not a serious person.
Anybody that's been to Verizon before can know exactly the type of visit you were going to be in for. Maybe he didn't turn it on until hour number 3 because he knew he had a lot of bullshit to do first. When you told me you were going there yesterday, I was like, well, we're not going to be fucking podcasting until tomorrow because you're going to be there till all hours of the morning. It was
3 hours we were there.
I know. It's just insane.
And partly because Steven had to go talk to someone else like 18 times. He's like, let me go talk to this guy real quick about this, and I'll be right back. And he's new. I'm not faulting him for that.
Yeah. Oh.
But here's the thing is I'm like, well, I mean, his manager was sitting there in a chair watching the whole time. Why wouldn't his manager come on over and be like, hey, how's it going? Just watched him flail. Maybe it's probably funny on his part,
Just watching him.
Yeah.
Was he watching him like just?
Yeah, he was sitting there like you could tell he was like he's still in the period where like he's got a
first day on his own.
Yeah.
Lucky Pete. Fucking got that guy.
So all right.
Well,
We got
I
some
don't know.
news for me, yeah?
I got some news for you. A few weeks ago,
Is this the big news?
maybe.
Oh, god damn it.
I could talk about gambling for a while if you wanted.
Gambling's not the big news?
There's a kind of a big new. I had a really bad beat yesterday. I made a 6.
I thought you said that earlier. I thought you were talking about like a music, like you made a beat, but it was really bad.
No, there was a bad beat in my. So, I did a 6-player parlay bet,
Okay.
and it was around $24. I think I was.
That's how much you invested into it?
Yeah.
$24.
$24 bet.
Okay.
Would have won me $606 if I got all 6 of these answers, or all 6 of these over-unders right on these players. I go into the final players game, which was Jamal Murray. I had all 5 of the first 5 correct. All I needed was Jamal Murray, who had put up 50 a couple nights ago, put up, I don't remember what, the night before, to put up at least 24.5. So I picked the over and had him at 25.
That seems like a safe bet.
Yeah, and it was Nuggets Lakers, so that's a potential high scoring affair where they're going to be going back and forth, and that was one of the least concerned bets that I made of the 6.
So you were going into that one like, fucking,
I was like,
Jamal, let's go.
Papa's in the money.
Get it?
And I go to check the update as to where they're at in the game, and I check in the fourth quarter. There's 4 minutes and 15 seconds left, and he's only got 19 points. And I'm like, fucking go off,
I'm
Jamal.
sorry, were they up or down?
They were down by 20.
Oh,
so guess
yeah.
guess what happens?
Garbage time then.
Guess what happens at 4 minutes and 15 seconds?
Rides the bench the rest of the game.
That's goddamn right.
Brian Scalabrine comes in and
they pulled Jamal Murray, and he did not get the 24.5 points.
what a bummer.
And I ended up with winning $48.
You doubled your money, dude.
$48 to get 5 out of 6. But if I would have gotten 6 out of 6, Papa's in the money for $606.
Yeah, you could have lost it all.
Dude, that beat was bullshit. I was feeling some kind of way about it for many hours yesterday. That one hurt, dude, to my core. I was like, and I'm a very good basketball gambler, and I think I've shown you multiple wins already so far. I went into this with, and I'm not going to say what I have in there now, but I went into it with a $5 bet, and I'm way over that. Way. And $600 last night would have put me way over that. But nope, Jamal Murray fucked my life. Still, it's always good to come out on top than to lose money. But to dump from 606 to $48 is, dude, yuck. It just hurt.
So you've been on this gambling kick, and you've been texting me about it quite a bit. And I've never had the heart to tell you, but gambling talk bores the shit out of me.
I get it. I hate it when it comes on the radio. It is very prominent now because sports gambling is everywhere.
You just like,
I don't mean to bore you.
No,
it's the matter of like,
I try to be polite about it, and like I don't know anything. I don't understand it. Here's the thing, man. Like, I was so bad at fantasy sports,
sure,
that I don't think I would even have the least amount of fun gambling because I'd be bad at it. No matter what, I pick wrong. I picked Christian McCaffrey at number 1 instead of Saquon Barkley that one year when I had the number 1 pick.
Yep.
And it's like Christian McCaffrey was injured.
Yeah,
the first game.
It was, yeah. And
This was probably 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, and then
when they were both
Saquon went on.
Saquon, yeah. Or maybe it was the other way.
Yeah, it was the other way around.
It was, yeah,
you
Saquon
had Saquon.
got, yeah.
Fucking,
and Christian McCaffrey won the MVP that year, I think.
Yep, and Saquon tore his
it was like one of the first games.
Achilles against the Bears, I believe. Was out for the year.
That's like that's what gambling just. I'm reminded of that. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yep.
And then I'm going to win something.
Yep.
And then I'll be like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then it just lose.
Yeah,
I'm good on all that, man.
I've been having fun with it, and really,
That's fantastic.
if I still don't have a goal with the what when does it end? What am I doing with this money? I think my only thought was when we go to Myrtle Beach in April was like, if I got a nice little egg there, yeah, I know. Ooh. I have a chair.
Myrtle Beach.
When we go there, if I have a big chunk, it's like, well, then we can have a fucking incredible dinner, or we can do something that costs a lot of money. Or maybe we upgrade our vehicle that we have to rent to drive there. Yeah, we're driving. We're not getting on an airboat. We're fucking driving. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we upgrade the car so there's, TV screens and all the headrests so the kids aren't bored for 14 to 16 hours.
Let's go get him one of those DVD players that are put on the back of the...
That's how we used to do
get
it.
There's like a little digital video disc player, and the ones that open up, put on the back of the headrest. And get them some digital video discs, and they can.
I've been enjoying it. I'm not going to be crying because if it comes to the point where I zero out, I'm just going to chuck the app and be done with it. But
buddy.
What?
How upset you were about doubling your money just yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to do that. I don't bet in Freddie over here.
I don't see myself zeroing out anytime soon either. And that's not me tooting my own horn like, ooh, look at him go. It's just it's going to be a long time before I zero out, just based on the way I bet. I don't make these $200 bets trying to win fucking, $4,000. I'm doing incremental, anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks, 25 bucks maybe, if I'm feeling good about it.
What was the first like online gambling thing you can remember? Like that kind of thing, like
probably poker.
No. I mean like company, like what did you do? Draft? What do you do?
I'm doing Prize Picks because it's the only thing that's legal in Wisconsin. I still don't understand why, but it is.
I
don't know. DraftKings probably was the first thing I remember.
When that first came out, I was at Six Flags.
Yeah,
and there was a table there, like, and they were promoting it. And it was you sign up and put $5 in, then they'll put $20 in there for you. And so I did that, and I whatever I bet on, I remember I won. So I think I had like $50 in there. But this was like 15 years ago. I wonder if that's still there. Or do they steal my money?
Log into the account, dude.
I don't fucking remember what it was.
So, I'm sure it's attached to one of your two awesome emails. And I even know what those are, and the passwords to both.
Well, what are you going to read my spam emails? No, I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, you've given them to me in the past for, I don't remember, the password sharing or something for, like, TV apps or whatever.
And Netflix or Hulu or something.
Or what's the thing that you had for...
AIDS?
Yes, the password to your AIDS. The thing that blocks... What do you call it?
Yeah.
Your IP vanish.
Yeah.
So, like, that, whatever. I was going to announce the password right here, and then I'm like, well, don't. But I can assure you, anybody that's listening, the password's pretty dumb.
No, there's a story.
I know the fucking story, and I don't need to hear the story of Beastie Boys dumb shit. Whatever, wasn't it? Wasn't it Beastie Boys?
No.
What was it?
My password?
Yeah, about your password wasn't Beastie Boys.
No.
What's the story?
My password? Something a student used to say to me.
Okay, never mind. Then I fucking totally dreamt what that password was. We'll have to talk about it off the air because it's hard not to say the password. I swore you told me.
What letter do you think it starts with?
S.
Yeah, no. So nothing to do with the Beastie Boys.
Sex Penis 1.
Yeah, the Beastie Boys have never said Sex Penis 1. But I had a student once say Sex Penis 1 to me, and I don't appreciate that at all.
And then you're like,
damn it, now I gotta change my password.
I can never forget that. So it's going to be my password for everything from now on.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of sex penis,
Mm-hmm.
I have something for you.
A sex penis?
Yeah. That's the big surprise, buddy.
Are we getting the surprise now?
Yeah, I'm going to do the surprise now. I've been waiting so long. And
Yeah, me too.
So a few weeks ago, I went and got some work done with my artist on my fucking tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Background, I don't know if I even showed you, but
Got a staph infection?
but not this time. No sepsis, no C. diff or whatever. But I got a lot of the background work done,
Mm-hmm.
and we're sitting there, and it's the first time I've ever tapped out on any of my tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going. She went pretty hard for about 2 hours, which I've sat in the chair for 9 and not given a fuck. You know, the first visit was forever and not an issue whatsoever. For whatever reason, I lacked sleep going into the thing. We started at 10 in the morning. I was just really tired. I don't know if my skin was extra sensitive that day, but I fucking was struggling, especially like the wrist. This area, I hate to be like in general. It's the one place where I'm like, fuck, I hate it. Mm-hmm. But she wasn't there forever. Mm-hmm. But then everything just started to be annoying. And we got, a few hours done, and I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can go. And I was looking forward to doing the elbow. I don't have a problem with that. A lot of people hate getting it on the elbow. I don't mind it at all. I was looking forward to getting there because that's where some more color is going to be.
Sure.
But whatever. Too many details. Bottom line was, I finally tapped out. She was feeling some kind of way that day too. Like if she didn't have to tattoo me, she wouldn't have been upset about it. Sure. She had other things she could be doing, like not tattooing. So I knew it wasn't going to bother her if I did, and I was just kind of done. I couldn't do it. And she had already filled all the little cuppies with all the different ink that she was going to be using that day, and I was like, I started feeling guilty. Like, not only that I didn't feel real guilty about tapping out because I knew it wouldn't have bothered her, but the thing that bothered me was material waste. She's not going to pour the ink back into the jars, right? It's already been out. That's contaminated. It's in the air. I don't see that being a thing that an artist would do. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like feeling bad about the waste. And I was like, well, what if we tattooed my best friend's name on my body?
Shut up, dude.
And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, what if we tattooed my best friend's name on my body? And she was like, well, of course we're going to fucking do it. And I asked the other dude that's there, Sean. Mm-hmm. Shout out Sean. Shout out Steph Sticks, Incognito Inc. in Winthrop Harbor. Go get it done. Fucking place is awesome. Yeah, so I asked Sean, I was like, well, what do you think about getting my best friend's name tattooed on me? She's like, dude, I have my best friend's name tattooed on my butt cheek. And I was like, no fucking way, dude. He's like, swear to God. And he fucking showed me, and I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. That is hilarious.
Okay.
So then I messaged Beck, and I'm like, how you feel about me getting Pete's name tattooed on me? And she's like, come on. I'm like, me and Pete talked about it, I think maybe on this podcast before, in the past.
That was going to be a consequence, though.
As a consequence, and I think I think in conversation it was generally silly, like to get each other's names tattooed on us or something of that nature.
Sure.
Or a consequence or whatever. Whatever it was. It's something we had talked about before. But yeah, dude showed me his butt cheek. I was like, that's fucking great. That's hilarious. So I'm like, let's fucking do it. So I did. Got your name tattooed on me.
Stop it.
On my butt cheek. Do you believe me?
Not really. That's wild.
There is a cursive Pete with a heart on my butt cheek, dude.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all. Not even a little bit.
Okay, well.
Why?
Are you going to touch it and rub it and make sure I didn't write it with a fucking Bic pen?
I'm going to mom it.
You can do it.
All right, let's see this.
Here's the funny thing. When I was texting Beck about it, and she was like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "No, it's already." And I showed her she had already put the transfer paper on my butt, and that's where we were. And she's like, "Jesus fucking Christ." Prior to showing her that, I had said butt cheeks. So I don't know if it got in her head that I was getting your name old
the
English.
crack's gonna be the T.
You get like Thug Life, but across my butt, and it's only Pete's name. Mm-hmm. So awesome. Just put a little heart on my asshole. Yeah, we didn't do that, but I did get your name. It's on my butt cheek. I got my best friend's name on my cheek. I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna fucking love it or laugh or you're gonna punch me. But it's a thing that happened.
Okay.
My family's thrilled, by the way.
Come on now.
There she is.
Stop it.
There you go. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Touch it.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh shit. That's amazing.
So
Now I have to go get your name on my butt.
that's exactly what I thought you were going to say. I didn't think you'd be upset about it at all. I told
I'm
Beth,
not
I was
upset.
I think
I'm flattered.
so good.
And now I'm trying to think of when I have time to go get Andy.
That tattoo shop was fucking
You didn't film it?
in stitches, dude. I should have.
Oh,
I don't know
God.
why I didn't.
We got to go get mine, and then you can film it happen.
But dude, it was so good. Yeah.
I'm just thinking of doctor's appointments or something.
Yep. Dude,
You're gonna have to get a colonoscopy at some point. And they're gonna see-
it's March. I can't fucking wait. It's already set up, dude.
You're gonna see Pete on here.
You bet. Yep.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I know.
I love that. Like, you had enough of this tattoo. I'm gonna get a little bit more, but it's on my ass.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That was my first thought, and I'll tell you how I got there. But it's like, I've had enough of this area. Like, just...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what if we start one of my other projects that I had in mind? And I'm like, well, I don't want to be here for another several hours. What's something easy? What's something easy and fucking hilarious that we could do here? And she's kind of going through fonts, and I'm like, that's the one. That's it.
You got to get a hold of her, see if we can get yours done, because
I go back in there.
I feel like such a shitty friend right now. Like I am the worst.
No, dude. So again, yeah, you weren't supposed to know. I didn't even know going into it like I was going to actually do it. But I'm like, dude, that's fucking comedy.
So, you know
gold.
what's great about you is
Yeah.
that's something like, you know, how like the YouTubers is the big thing. Where they do outlandish things.
Yeah.
That's something some chucklehead would have been like, we're going to go get our friends' names tattooed on our asses, and they would have filmed the whole thing. Mm-hmm. You didn't even, you just did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're
You're
in that moment. In
genius.
The moment. Yeah. Well, and it's you know, the tattoos are supposed to be important.
Mm-hmm.
People look at it like, what a fucking, that's such a funny joke, or you're Beck and you're like, not so funny because don't you love me? Aren't I important enough to get, no. Yes, of course you're important enough. But I would never get a girlfriend or a wife or anything like that tattooed on my physical being, because there's just too many things that could go wrong.
Kayla,
Yeah,
Mackenzie,
I have Kayla's.
Lorelai,
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah, those three kids are never going away. And that's not to say that Beck is ever going away. That's not to say I'll never get Rebecca's name on my body. I never planned to. In my whole life of relationships, I never got a woman's name on my body. But this thing that we got going, if I end up moving to Denmark, I'm taking a little piece of you with me. Right on my cheek, bud. Right on my cheek.
I don't want to talk about that.
So yeah, I know. I just gave fucking awesome, brilliant, delightful, hilarious, great news. But in the event that I have to move to Denmark, which is a thing that could happen, probably not anytime immediately soon. But just that being said, no matter where I go, well, fuck, I didn't have to bring up the Denmark thing. It could be anywhere. I got a little piece of my Pete wherever I go, right?
Sorry, I'm gonna move to Mexico. It's fine.
No, you're not. I mean, you could. You can fast track that thing.
It's
your wife. Look at that, 2 Borats in the same episode. New, fresh adult idiots, dude.
2025 coming at you, baby. No, if things progress the way I'm thinking it will, there's a good chance, man.
In the case of the U.S. of A.
In the monarchy that we're going to have where, leaders have ultimate rule and don't have to be held accountable for anything and can do whatever they want. The kingdom, the monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
So
you moved to the Gulf of America, you think?
No.
We're never calling it that, right? As like realistically, you would never refer to the Gulf of Mexico as Gulf of America, even if it says it on Google Maps.
If somebody said that to me, I would instantly laugh and think they were joking with me.
Yeah, you would. If anybody said that until this administration came into power, I would have thought that you're joking. But everything that's happened thus far sounds like something somebody's joking about and is absolutely real life. Yeah. So
I don't want to be here anymore, and
I'm
giving you a lot of grief for the whole Denmark thing. But I don't.
You can't fault me in it. I know you don't fault me in it. I know it's not about that. It's you're the only thing that matters to me about this decision. Everything else, I mean, and maybe my dogs if I can't take them, But
your dogs,
yeah, the dogs they're with my in-laws right now.
What about your cats?
Well, they're coming. Those are coming with, no question. I'll hide them in my fucking coat, whatever I need to do. They'll come. That's not there's pet transport in an airplane. It's not a thing.
Nothing a cat likes more than being on a 18-hour flight to Denmark, however long it takes.
I'm sure they'll be thrilled, but that it's a thing that we'll be doing. If it pans out that way, and for those that don't know, Rebecca just landed a new job. Actually,
you got to fill in the 3 people that don't know, because everyone else certainly knows.
We're going to have to do a hard edit on that last part, just in case somebody at her current job watches this episode when we air it.
Yeah, we're going to cut that whole part out, but
just
about the new job thing.
Yeah, so that the new place, and we can pick up from here because I'll just try and be very vague about it. The new place is owned and operated out of Denmark. The owner spoke with so-and-so via FaceTime and said that they were going to fly her and another coworker out there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so already getting the lay of the land, that kind of shit.
What is that?
Showing you around. I don't know. There's no set date, but she said that's something that will happen.
Is it Lego?
Sorry?
Is it Lego?
Lego Denmark?
No, I mean, like that's where Legos come from, Denmark. So
cool. Well, I'm not a Lego maniac, so
is it the Lego Corporation? I'm saying that.
No, and I'm not going to say the name of the company either. But it's
Lego.
It's not, but. Yes, they would fly her and a coworker out there, get the lay of the land, kind of learn some of the ins and outs, and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, the position would be primarily here.
Okay,
3 days a week, home, 2 days a week in the office
in Denmark.
Yeah, 3 days a week at home here, and then 2 days a week in Denmark. Mm-hmm. Amazing. No, and. Obviously all the training and everything else that needs to go on here first. And then it would be like, if you so choose to want to work from the Denmark location, that's something that can be fast tracked. And, obviously we would have to do the few things that we have to do, but the work visa would be bing, bang, boom, passports, bing, bang, boom, and then, it's it's not a hop, skip, and a jump from Mount Pleasant to Kenosha anymore.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of things that I don't know what goes into it and how long it's going to take. So we're going to be here for a while, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I'm not leaving tomorrow. I may not leave at all. It may not be even a thing that she can do. You never know what happens with these places. They promise you the sun, moon, and everything else, and then
I know
she gets in the door like this last place she was currently at, and it's all lies and bullshit and male chauvinistic pigs running the department she's in. It's like, this is not what I signed up for, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
So,
anyway, I'm excited if that happens, but it's like.
Yeah, and one of our dreams.
The thing that always worries me with stuff like that is moving to another country. What if she hates it? Then what? You know what I mean?
She'll be moving back here alone. Because I already know that whether it be Sweden or Denmark, these are two places in the world that I've always wanted to live.
Fucking white motherfucker.
Not because it's white. Because it is. Like, look at there is a quality of life index that you can
they got way higher,
Denmark is, I last checked, the tippy top. Sweden is in amongst the top, and that's where we have always wanted to go. I have a friend there, so it's not like I would be doomed to loneliness until I can figure out the language and like how to navigate friendships in a foreign land. But
it's a good thing you like fish. They eat a lot of fish over there.
I do, but they don't. But the rest of my family doesn't, so they're gonna have to figure it out. But all that being said, like, Sweden has been somewhere that her and I had always wanted to be. And then this kind of landed in her lap, and it was like, no fucking way, dude. Now, Denmark is way more expensive, so I don't know. There's things that we still just don't know. I don't know. What if they just pay you what they'll pay you, but paying you what they pay you is not nearly enough to live there? Yeah. It would have to be a pretty lucrative.
I mean, I think they would take that into consideration, cost of living versus what they're paying.
Yeah, and if they want you that badly to move from their American location, like, the offer is just there. And I don't know if it's because they want English American people working from that location to have somebody overseas that's, able to interact with the American buildings easily. No language barrier. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it was a very right away option. They were like, you get trained up, you'll have the decision if you want to stay here, if you want to, jump the lake or jump the ocean and jump the lake.
That's cool.
Cool.
It's, now I understand why you got my name tattooed on your ass, because,
that was not the reason.
Final
because
goodbye.
No, it's not goodbye. The tattoo came up before she ever interviewed for that position. So,
did you ever think that might have the catalyst was getting my name on your ass, and then
just sprouted a fucking shitload of weirdly good luck for my family?
The world, God works in mysterious ways, buddy.
Listen,
maybe getting Pete tattooed on my ass is a good idea too.
That would actually be really fucking funny. You come to the next episode and you tell me you have big news. I got my name tattooed on my ass cheek also. What? Same one. Identical tattoo.
I really want to
matching tattoos of the name Pete. Yeah, it's great. And Beck wasn't on board. Kids weren't loving it at first. Kayla loves it. She was dead.
Well, of course Kayla loves it.
Right. It's our humor.
Yeah.
But
it was raised by you.
It took...
Not that your kids weren't, but like...
The younger ones just don't quite get it being funny. It's like, that's on your body forever.
And your wife has always thought our humor is just kind of
Yeah, it was never an argument, and not even a thing that angered her. It was just like
She's always like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, there he goes again. It's another dumbass thing that he's
But
doing.
feather in her cap is that she didn't say no.
No, she didn't. And if she would have, I still would have shown her the picture of, oh, sorry, this shit's happening. You can't just...
That's because she knows that it's going to happen regardless.
That's right. My body, my choice.
Exactly.
And if that means I get Pete's name with a little heart on it tattooed on my ass cheek,
Yes.
that's more than love, dude. That's dedication and just you have the understanding that this here is not a thing that I would ever regret.
It's in ink, dude.
So
It's in ink.
tattoos.
No, I'm saying it's forever. It's in ink.
It's forever there. And even
Oh my God.
even if I tattoo around it, I'm not tattooing over it.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, I'm gonna get a big fat cool tiger on my butt cheek.
Yeah.
You know, as they do.
As you've wanted for a long time.
That tiger
Some
would have a
wolves
tattoo.
howling.
That tiger would have a tattoo of Pete's name on its body. That's how that's gonna work. So, anyway, dude, you wanted to talk about Kenosha's homeless. I don't know if you want to talk about it on this episode or save it for the next.
Well, we got
How much time
we're at 122. I want to go an hour and a half.
I
so.
think 90 is safe. Go ahead. What were you gonna talk to me about Kenosha's homeless? Or
Um,
did you have anything else you wanted to say about your name being tattooed?
No,
on
my
ass
head's
cheek?
spinning about it still a little bit. So
Amazing. You never expected that to be the news, correct?
not even. How would I have gotten that in my mind?
That's Beck's like, I wouldn't even have teased it. And I said, I didn't tease it enough where he has any inkling of an idea.
I
Of what the fuck
don't
this
know
is.
how that would have even come to my mind. How would it?
Not
Okay.
a conversation we've had recently. It's not a thing that you
Okay,
like,
big announcement. You know, just won a big prize. He, did this, did that, did this. Got my name tattooed on his ass. That's not even something I would have. Nothing would have led me from A to B on that one. So
Yeah, it's awesome, and I'm so glad. Let me tell you this real quick before we talk about the homeless. I love that I'm done carrying this tattooed around with me, not having you know that there's a name tattooed.
Did you tell your coworkers?
Yeah. Actually, I might not even have told Brandy. I showed Sandy. Brandy might have been sick or something.
Was it a little tender sitting down on it for a couple days?
Nah, it's right at
Yeah, I
the belt
suppose.
line, dude. And
If you would have got a tramp stamp, it would have.
that's hilarious. Was a considered option. But no matter what, I still wanted to do it below the belt line. So not that I'm
I get it.
afraid to show it.
No, I know.
People are going to see it at water parks. Like, your pants inevitably give a little shift. That's going to be a thing that happens. I'm like you said, doctor's offices, all that is going to be a fucking hoot.
You're gonna have to explain it.
I don't have to explain anything. Do I need to get your fucking picture tattooed on my ass cheek too?
Hot nurse prepping you for your colonoscopy.
BFFs, or is just me and you giving each other a smooch? Like, what more do I have to allude to? Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I
So
don't even know how to react to it, really.
I wasn't. I don't know what I was anticipating. I knew it was gonna be
kind of
no fucking way.
I'm kind of embarrassed for you to even look at me right now. Like,
Nah.
I'm not worthy.
No, you are worthy.
That's
That's why I
wild.
did it, dude.
I don't know.
I'm not getting like just some rando's name on me. You're my important baby boy.
Oh, yeah. That's wild.
I love you.
I love you too. I got to get it done now.
So fucking funny, dude. All right,
I have to get it done now.
You don't.
I do have
It's
to.
true. You don't have to. That I don't have any expectations of you doing it either. This is a scene, dude. It's a meme.
This circle has to be completed.
Sure. If you, speaking of the circle being completed, you might want to get my initials tattooed at your butthole. Just right. You can't show that. You can't show that on the show. But if I see it, you just show me, and I go, "Oh, that's real." Did you forget an S on the AS? No, that's my best friend's initials. AS.
A.S.
Yep.
What's your middle name?
Are you kidding me?
I don't remember. Sylvester?
Yes.
Do you know my middle name?
Peter Michael.
Are you kidding me?
Peter Andrejos. What was it? God damn it.
So you just griefed me because I don't know your middle name, and then you're like, Michael?
Peter Allen Petticone.
No.
What is it? Peter.
Tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
It's James.
James.
Andrew James. Andrew James. It's him in the flesh.
Peter Scott.
No, it's not. No, I don't like that at all.
Why?
It's not for you. It's not yours. I don't like it. Peter Scott Petticone. Ooh-wee, look at this guy.
Baby.
Get out of town.
PSP. Psst.
180 pounds. That's what I thought.
Right.
All right. So, when I see that picture on your driver's license, it made me think of the Kenosha homeless again. Go ahead and tell me what.
Let's save that because we got to talk about what we're hating.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
I would ask that you go first because I'm going to need a moment to think about what I hated this week or the last couple of weeks.
Well, I alluded to it earlier, but I with the whole Samuel L. Jackson thing, but I'm really hating just the insane amount of celebrity. I'm not gonna say B-list because Samuel L. Jackson is not a B-list celebrity.
No,
but A-list celebrities doing B-list shit like those commercials. I don't understand it, and I don't like it. I don't like that. I mentioned it earlier, so I'm rehashing it. But people that I'm not gonna say admired because I don't admire them, but people that I thought were cool.
Yeah. It's a shame, and I'll never understand it. Nor do I. I guess I don't have to understand it. You guy's a fucking multimillionaire.
I don't like John Stamos, but does John Stamos really have to do Candy Crush commercials or whatever?
Does he?
I don't know.
But I get it. You're like
why is this happening?
Well, I don't think John Stamos has 250 million.
No.
Now you got to meet that dude because I'm fucking autistic.
Stamos has got some money though. He's been riding that Full House money for a while.
I don't think that Full House money has got him at $250 million. I just started looking up autism.
You take your guess. You take your guess. I'll take my guess. What is Stamos worth?
45 mil.
You think he's worth $45 million?
Somehow.
I'll say 5.5.
He's a meme too,
Meme don't make you money.
John Stamos net worth. What did you say?
5.5.
John Stamos net worth is $25 million.
So we kind of split the difference there, huh?
We absolutely did. You were down by 20 and I was over by 20. But
here's the thing though, is that all that's taking into account is how much money he's made is not taking out how much money he's spent, really. They don't know his finances.
True, but it's the best. It's the only barometer that we...
anyways, even if he's worth $5 million, bro.
It's a lot of money. You're good.
You're good. You
don't have to make a Candy Crush commercial.
I hate them. I really do. And then it's coupled with what you were talking about is the gambling commercials. Jamie Foxx, you don't have to do BetMGM.com commercials. You are loaded, buddy.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
They might pay him handsomely for that, though.
Drew Brees, you don't got to do that, bro. You're good.
I thought you were going to say you hate the thing on his face.
Well, yeah, but he can't do anything. Well,
he's trying to do. It looks like he's been trying to do something about it for, decades. Like he's just gradually getting. But by the time you get that thing fully removed, you're going to be in the grave. But
he spent most of his, adult life with something over it, so it didn't really matter. He's wearing a helmet most of the time. Now
I would argue that he was going around without a helmet most of the time.
Yeah.
Publicly,
probably. Publicly, but I'm saying like in the spotlight, like you know what Drew Brees look like, but you see them mostly wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can probably go to a doctor and have that thing.
Yeah, it's like are you doing it very slowly to make it less noticeable? Because everybody knows that you had the thing on your face. I don't feel any kind of way about it. I have friends and family and all kinds of people with these blemishes and whatever. I'm neither here nor there on it. But if you feel personally some kind of way about it, just get it fucking lasered the fuck off and be done with it. You don't have to. You're not going to trick me.
Listen, Drew. Gorbachev went his whole life with that continent or whatever he had on his head.
Yeah.
You can be that guy, or you can spend your millions of dollars and get that thing removed. It's on you, buddy. It's all on you.
It's like a Russian period blood.
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev.
So are you saying the thing you hate is people caring about the thing on Drew Brees' face?
No, I thought that's what you were, because you were talking about things you hate. I thought you were also going to say Drew Brees. Hate that thing on his face. Like I was like, Jesus Christ, Pete.
It's just those things. It just looks like
he doesn't need to do commercials for
got a bruise,
whatever MGM, whatever the thing that he was doing, or
Prize Picks.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm hating exactly. I do know. There's a recency of hatred that it just comes to mind most, and that's dealing with Verizon yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I know that lots and lots and lots and lots of call centers and chat reps are outsourced overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's nothing new to me. I do it for a living. I deal with it for a living.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand, though. There's a lot of things you'll come to find about Verizon. If you have any billing issues that you're going to fucking hate.
I've been a Verizon boy for a few years.
Okay, well, if you come to this point where you... so one of the three $600 bills we got to start was in error, but I had to keep paying them. That's part of how fucking angry I was about switching to Verizon. I went from paying a $15 phone bill a month with I had Good to Go Mobile. It was like a AT&T's.
I'd never heard of that.
It's basically like, any of those.
It's like they're pay as you go.
Yeah. But yeah, you're not in a contract. You just take your phone.
Can I ask you, why did you switch from that?
Because we all wanted new phones.
Okay.
But
that's the only thing they got going for them, man. You get phones.
Right. So that was...
I wish I could do a page.
I knew it was going to be a lot more money in our monthly bill than what I was paying. They were on Google Fi for a while, Beck and Mackenzie. Mm-hmm. And I had Good to Go Mobile because I was just like, I don't need anything beyond unlimited talk and text. You give me unlimited talk and text. Actually, I just need unlimited text. Right? I probably won't go over the talk level either. Whatever. If you wanted to limit that, I'm not talking on the phone.
I talk maybe 5 minutes on the phone a month.
Right. So as long as I have, I should say, unlimited data and unlimited text, or a data package that it's going to be difficult as fuck to go over, I'm good. I'm good at $15. I'm like, give me that. Mm-hmm. Give us all that. What are we doing? But we wanted new phones. They specifically wanted new phones. And when we set up for it, that's all we were eligible for at the time was 2 new phones. So me and Lorelai have I still have my phone, but it's a 2023, so it's not super old. And Lorelai has, I think, a 2022 version of my phone, which is not super old. She doesn't even need a phone, but it was cheaper to have 4 people on the family plan than 3. So we took the benefit wherever we could.
Sure.
I mean, she leaves her phone uncharged and under her bed half the time. Like, it's stupid. Anyway, getting way off the point, as I do. When we switched, we had to sit there and keep paying the $600. When I got to the third one, I was like, I'm not fucking paying that. I'm not paying it. Fix it. They hadn't added all of our. There was a lot of promotions that they added, but they're like retroactive. But it was only supposed to be like a week or 2 at most, and they would show up on the first bill. There was not supposed to be. It shouldn't have gone anywhere past the first billing date. Mm-hmm. But they kept not adding it to our bill. So basically, they kept having to pay what the bill would have been without this, that, the other thing, promotions, yada, yada, yada. It was nearly $600 for those first 3 months. And
Oh, that's 3 months? Like, of
600 the first month, 600 the second month.
Oh.
And when I'm paying the kind of money I pay on this condo now, that I can't.
Shit don't fly.
I can't do it. So by the third one, I'm not doing it. Fuck you. I will take our phones and this and out. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. And they suspend your service. And this is like 2 days after the bill was not paid. And then you want to talk to a representative on chat? You can't. They won't let you. You want to talk to somebody on the phone? They won't let you until you pay your past due amount. You have to pay in
talk
order
to bill resolution before you can get to actual customer service.
You don't get to talk to anybody. You have to pay the amount.
This is Verizon?
Yes, before you get a chance to even speak to a representative. You can't even discuss your issue. I would have to go into a Verizon store, which, like I said,
Talk to Steven.
No, I will not be talking to Steven. The regional manager, though, that I'd been talking to on his cell phone, it got to the point where I was going crazy about it, and he was like, I really can't talk about this anymore. I'm at a thing, whatever the fuck it was. Jesus fucking Christ. Can't talk to a representative at all. They won't let you. You have to pay the balance in order to talk to a rep. Crazy. So I did. And then it was going to be like, this is fucking over. And
So you paid it just to be able to talk to them.
Uh-huh. And did talk to them and said, I'm the fuck out of here if you don't take the extra money that I put into all three of those bills and start applying it retroactively to all of these new bills. So this bill that's saying it's going to be $250, it better be $170. And the same thing on the next bill after that, and the next bill after that. And now that's what they've been doing. I got them to do that. So all the extra that I paid on those first three bills, they applied it to my account to bring down my bill amount for the next several months. They fixed it, but
that's shady though.
That's $1,800 I spent in 3 months on phone bills.
Jesus Christ,
that I shouldn't have had to pay, and that I didn't
I've never heard of anything like that. That's crazy.
It was
because of their clerical error.
Yeah. Wow. Over and over and over, month after month.
You told me yesterday you're getting a new phone, and it's in the mail.
So this is sorry, dude. I got to off track.
No. God, I don't know. I'd be demanding that they give me those phones for free.
So
hook me up now, dude. Like, look at what I did.
I talked to their chat representatives overseas, of course, and
Blanket.
Yeah, it was Blanket, followed by Miss Mar, followed by Table, and so they. Not only is there and I know they're probably not just giving me undivided attention. They're talking to me and probably 6 other fucking people at the same time, handling multiple problems at once.
Right.
So let me hit Andy with this auto-generated AI type response. Hi, I'm Miss Mar. I'm glad to help you today. What seems to be your issue? I've already said the issue, Miss Mar. I've already said it. Read.
Can I speak to Mr. Mar? Because I don't want to speak to Miss Mar anymore.
Read the text that is above you. Read the whole conversation I just had with a fucking Table or whatever his name was that already details everything. It's all here. But I got disconnected. It's all here. Put it, you read. You do a thing now. Mm-hmm. I'm not typing all that again. And then he comes back 3 minutes later. And I'm staring and waiting and waiting. You know how annoying that is? Imagine we were on a phone call. And he just...
Yeah, it sucks.
3 minutes goes by and it's... Please hold while I pull up your account. What the fuck were you doing for 3 minutes, asshole? Right. Then he comes back and he's like... He says something about this, that, or the other thing, and it doesn't even have anything to do with what my issue is. No, I want to know why I go in my cart, add a phone, look at what my future balance is going to look like on future bills, because it gives you the option to see details. How is this going to affect my future bills if I put this phone on a plan instead of paying for it outright? Right? So I tried it with an iPhone. I tried it with a Galaxy. I tried it with older models of these phones, and every time I did it, my bill ended up being $30 or $40 more a month. And I'm like, why the fuck is it going up? That's my only question. Why, if I want to buy a phone outright, is it still showing my balance would go up $30 or $40? Why? Why? And I could show you the conversation. I've said it so many times. Why, in all caps? Why does this happen? Well, if you would like to add I see your question is about buying a new phone. I have to transfer you to purchases.
No.
No, the fuck you don't.
That's not what I want.
No.
That's my most hated thing about talking to people.
No, and no. And even the third guy was more obnoxious than any of them. He didn't understand that question at all. Every response was something entirely wrong and different. Like, I have fucking had enough of you. I'm giving you a shit review. I know it doesn't fucking matter. Nobody gives a fuck. But I'm doing it because it makes me feel good. You're a dumbass, dude. Fuck off with this. And fuck Verizon and all companies that outsource this shit. I know it's cheaper, but you're in fucking... It's like they put them there to fucking purposely irritate me. That's how I feel. I feel like they're doing it to me on purpose. I don't want to talk to you. I do this all week long. I don't want to fucking talk to you about my shit. And here I am, 90 minutes of chatting with no resolve, no resolution, nothing, not even close to getting an answer. So then I had to call. And I call, and thankfully I got Susan, actually Susan, in South Carolina. She was lovely, wonderful, very
Southern
helpful.
hospitality, Southern charm.
And she helped me with all of my issues. And after all was said and done, it's, again, the same goes back to when I had to deal with the bullshit the first 3 months I was with Verizon. At the end of it, and I'm irritated about it, they fixed it. And they made my bill much cheaper, but that's because they were taking money I'd already given them for nothing, essentially. Discounting my bill based on all that. This time, she went through all of these fucking things that dipshit fucking regional manager put on our fucking plans that we didn't even fucking need.
Yeah, we had that too.
My bad for not doing my research, but I sat there face to face with the guy for probably 3 hours when we went and got these phones originally. He showed me and outlined everything that we were going to be getting in bed with, and I didn't care. This was like, this is on the house, this is on the house, this is on the house, this promo, that promo, fuck yeah, fucking cool. Why is my bill $600 fucking dollars now? But a lot of those promos still on my bill, also costing me money now. $19 for each line for protection in a break. You don't need it if you've got a fucking OtterBox on your phone. As long as you're not swimming with the fucking thing, you're not probably going to break it. Let's drop the fucking $20, $40, $60, $80 in protection plans by 2 of which were on phones that are old that I didn't get from Verizon. I don't need you can't even offer me a protection plan for my phone. You don't do that. They don't do that. But they were on there. So, yeah, maybe me not doing my due diligence and looking at my bill and a full breakdown of it, because they don't just hand that to you. Yeah. You have to open up each number on the family plan and figure it the fuck out for yourself. And I did. And I had her assistants, too, going, well, like, why is that on there? Why do we need... What the fuck? After all that, my bill is like $90 cheaper than I've been paying for the last 3 months. What the fuck, dude?
We elected for the insurance just because, in case.
Sure. Well, it's a brand new phone, too, and you know, it could be a brick. You don't even fucking know. Right. But putting protection plans on phones that I brought with me to the... Fuck you. Right. That's not even a thing that they do. But it was on wild. There. Shut up, man. Fuck. So, what am I mad about? What am I hating right now? I hate overseas outsourced fucking call centers and chat. I'd rather have talked to a bot. I think a bot would have fucking gotten my question. Would have understood it better than these fucking dipshits. What are you even doing? Read! Read! All you have to do is fucking read it! Read what I said! Read that! Read that! Don't come at me with some fucking random shit that has nothing to do with what I'm fucking talking about. That's not what I'm here for. I'm talking about this. I want to buy a phone today. Get the rest of the shit. Like, why am I getting $40 more on future bills? Well, upon checking. No, not upon checking here. You can't check it. This is you as a representative knowing what to do in this event and answer it. Upon checking here. Not upon checking here. You don't check. You just tell me.
This has been Adult Idiots with Pete and Alex Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night. I love you.
I wasn't trying to end it there. I was just making fun of you for being Alex Jones.
I think it's a perfect way to end the episode. I was woosa over here, just breathing it out.
All right. Well, I love you, buddy.
But let me tell you something about the aliens.
How about the gay frogs?
I was talking about Mexicans. I wasn't talking about, like, UFOs and shit.
Alex Jones really thinks there's gay frogs. Bye.